Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 160. This one I'm reviewing episodes 43 to 47 of Gorenger. Now, in these episodes, we're starting off the tenure of Volcano Mask. We have the first 5 of his 12 episode run he has. Even though he made his debut in episode 42, 43 is more proper start of this thing. Also, 43 is noteworthy for a big thing for the series. We see the true appearance of the Black Cross Führer. And by the way, he looks like this. Yes, seriously. He hid this thing under his hood all along. Now, the strange thing is, it's not really explained exactly why in the world he looks like this for. He just does. It's like, oh, let's have him do this the whole time, and then later on his eyes glow, and then eventually like his hood separates and bam, this is basically it. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no real reason for this at all. It's just that, well, plus also is he not bringing basically this base is frequently attacked. Like at one point they actually stormed the base with their new one of the new vehicles, the Vern tank. Yeah, they storm it and they basically wreck part of it, and of course they have to eject from it in order to fly someplace else to build a new thing. Excuse me. Yeah, so also, this is something interesting also happened here is that with 40, also after a few episodes of the first actor to play Volcano Mask, he gets replaced with his predecessor. Yes, as far as I can tell, there's no real reason for this, except that he's Volcano Mask for basically the rest of his tenure. And stays on as Commander-in-Chief Golden Mask. Yep. Yeah, it's quite baffling. I tried to figure out exactly what was the reason for his replacement, but I couldn't find it. So, by the way, the monsters for these 5 episodes. Yep, these 5 episodes. And some of these ones are so bizarre to say the least for these 5 episodes. Because you have Diamond Mask, Electricity Mask, Sword Shark Mask, Locomotive Mask, and Blue Fang Mask. Locomotive Mask is by far one of the weirdest monsters I've actually seen in this entire series. Like, you thought Boatyard Mask or Warship Mask was weird. Shark Mask, I get. Excuse me, but someone like these other ones, like, what in the world? Like, here's one for you. Here's Locomotive Mask. Yeah. Yeah, by far one of the weirdest monsters. Heck, he doesn't even have an army following. He doesn't ride a jeep or anything. He just runs. Oh, by the way, the reason for this? He's looking for the Gorenger headquarters. That's really his whole purpose. They don't actually really find it per se, because basically, apparently, the whole theme of the Volcano Mask is trying to find out where exactly the headquarters is. Yep. Now, as for the other ones, Diamond Mask basically looks like this. He's actually the first monster you see. He's a quite interesting monster. Yeah, I don't mind him. Now, Sword Shark Mask, by the way, this episode was when they switched out this episode, Rich Official had the original actor. This guy basically, well, he's a shark, obviously. He, like Locomotive Mask, usually works on his own. They did debut a few new things here. Number one, they actually replaced the original Gorenger Storm with Gorenger Hurricane, which is a rocket football. Yes. And from what I read, they use it for pretty much the rest of the tenure. Second, Diamond Mask damages the original suits they've had since the start of the series. And we see Gorenger gets his visor slashed, some suits get slashed. So basically, they come up with the ingenious plan of, get this, where apparently the plan is basically break into a special lab which has the blueprints for the Gorenger suits, and this will cause a damage so that make new suits for them. And also we see they use something else, special reinforced helmets, which as episode 47 they still wear these things out in the field. But they think, oh, it's temporary. No, these are actually, and one of them basically got a club on it, which I'm sure that probably is a unintentional nod to something we basically have with Jock, which next series. Yes. Let's see. We do see that the Verite can go underground and also go in the ocean, thanks to episode 45. Yep. I'm trying to think. Was anything else really new? Oh yeah. Also the curry shop, basically, that had been there since the first episode. By episode 45, it's replaced with a fruit parlor. Yep. Despite that, Yellow Ranger orders curry. Yep. Now, why in the world they place fruit parlor? Well, probably because in the show, the curry shop was basically heavily damaged. They replaced it with something else. Possibly, yes. Excuse me. By the way, they show off the debut of this place via having local mustaches just running this place, get some water, and he runs off. That's it for that one. Yeah, and also the Gorenger commander was kidnapped, episode 47, just laying hands on the vehicles, or the gold machines, the Veritank and the Veri. Yeah, so this is actually kind of indirectly the monster's plan, and it kind of works, but not really. But they do get their commander back, and they get the vehicles back, no problem. And of course, now in the case of some of these monsters, like the shark. Sword Shark, one of the most interesting monsters. He basically ends up nearly biting the Rangers. He basically chews up. Oh, by the way, new weapons for some of these characters. Now, the Red Ranger, he doesn't change very much at all, aside from the fact his suit looks a lot more fresher than it was for quite a while. There's no new weapon for him. In the case of Blue Ranger, he gets an upgraded bow. Yellow Ranger gets up a freaking spear, which calls the Cube Poker for some reason. Momo Ranger gets replaced the mirror with Momo cards. In the case of Green Ranger, he actually now has two weapons. Yes, two weapons. Basically a boomerang and basically it's like a mirror puncher. Interesting to say the least. Oh, they actually have the transmission was basically done via basically shooting a bunch of electricity in these 5 people's bodies. Like over 100,000 volts, which normally goes up, but basically is part of their training. Yep. But not really much else to say these episodes. They're good. I do like the fact we get a chance to see Fuhrer's face, finally. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Sick of You. So, tomorrow. Now, I basically also gotten through about halfway through episode 48. I'll probably get a little bit later and maybe work on 49 tonight and work on maybe tomorrow, like 50, I'll probably go from 50 to 53 maybe on the way by the way home, okay? See you next video. It's going tomorrow. Bye.